The best way to fight 200 years ago. We always big group is better, and it's because of the weapons. Now, most of the men out on the field today are carrying smooth bullets, which means it uses a flip-lock mechanism and fire, and they're smooth on the inside. I got competing voices behind it. So, the problem with that is a flip-lock, the powder that's within there. That flame then travels to a small hole at the base of the barrel called the touch hole and ignites the main charge. The problem with this is being exposed to the elements, a lot of things can go wrong. Even just getting the gun a little bit. Unreliable weapon, come first to make it effective, mass firepower. Firing in these volleys enough to fire. Now, fighting in this battle, giant stone volume and smoke, not take it long. Every day, the battlefield. You have thousands of options. So I'm sure every single one of us has thought the same thing to this battlefield called the French Invasion in the American Revolution. There's red and blue, but you notice there's green, there's gray, there's militia wearing whatever they had on top of the pressure. And unfortunately, on a black powder battlefield, everybody will shoot at you. At the Battle of Lundy's Lane, one of the Canadian regiments wearing green lost more to the British questions later than you get to survive. Some of you already know this joke. Yeah, they're fighting for the Americans. Right next to me here, wearing the green bands on their hats with the white cockades, are soldiers of the Canadian Volunteers. Canadian Volunteers were raised out of there, including one of your members of the legislature, so you know, be aware of those elected types. But the Canadian Volunteers, numbered at their highest strength, about 150, throughout the tail end of the 1813 campaign and all throughout. His name is Joseph Wilcox. He was actually a member of the legislature for the United States. In 1813, he actually burnt his own constituency down when he burned
You weren't invented yet.
He got the best end you could hope for as a Canadian fighter. He was killed at the siege of Fort Erie. Now you'll notice out in the field it's quite easy to see the officers in command, usually because they look a lot fancier, and there's a simple reason why they dress better than me. And it's the same reason why other people dress better than me. They can afford it. Officers in this time period in both armies were expected to Henry Harrison, you've got down south, Andrew Jackson. Now, in terms of British officers, an excellent example of an officer doing well for himself was a young man who had two hobbies: getting drunk. No, he was a lord. He was a duke. He was a viscount, a field marshal in the British Army, knighted by His Majesty the King. He had 5 mansions and estates. So it's risky, it's expensive, but if you can make sure as a brave gentleman, you can win yourself some fame and glory. As the Americans withdrew, they were trying to find a new defense. I have people ask me, did they have medics? Did they have anybody to help out care of you? Usually well after the battle. Or if you were lucky, and you could walk. Amputation could be completed in as little as 2 minutes. And one of the key things you wanted under research in this time period was you. You wanted a fast hand, not a learning hand. Research sergeant I quoted before was 19 years old, and he was a surgeon, and he had already been in service for 2 years. Much of the Six Nations were very concerned when the British fell back a little bit with the Americans. Many of them had at the time, but when somebody was shouting about it on the street, and it was not for force accuracy. The Mohawk warriors stood as tall as tested by the British, and they found that a range of 450 yards and potentially anywhere from 13 to 19 inches. Ready for a bloody mining? See me after? Now, one of the biggest concerns with artillery is if you get too close, they might use what's called canister shot, grape shot. Imagine, if you will, a burlap sack filled with musket balls, and when you fire it off, you basically turn your gun into a shotgun. They said it sounded like locusts descending upon the Pharaoh's hole and would chew through men, sounding like fabric being torn.
I'm gonna go look at the spots.